Okay, I have been doing these daily devotions on my Facebook page, but I just wanted to change it up, and I'll share it on there. I just want to try something different, a whole new set of people. Anyways, and today, March 18th, the youngest, part 1. Read Luke 6:27 through 31. Love for enemies. But I say to you who hear, love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, bless those who curse you, and pray for those who spitefully use you. To him who strikes you on the cheek, offer also the other, and from him who takes away your cloak, do not withhold your tunic as well. Give to everyone who asks of you, and him who takes away your goods, do not ask for them back. Do unto others as you would have others do unto you. Interesting. In today's little story. What's over there? May I have more mashed potatoes? Asked Maya. Yes, but share them with Mike, replied Mother, without even noticing there were only a few spoonfuls left. Later, Maya watched an animal program she enjoyed, but soon she heard two familiar requests. Mike wants to watch Circus Hour. Leaving the TV to Mike, Maya decided to try an experiment with her new beginner's science lab set. But soon, there was a knock on the door. I thought you wanted to see Circus Hour, Mike, Maya said as Mike came in. I did, but now I want to know how to do science. You can't, Maya told him. Mike ran out of the room. Soon, Mother brought him back. Before Maya could explain that Mike was too young to understand the science experiment, she said, Maya, can't you be kind and share your things with your younger brother? Later, Mother said, it's bedtime, and both the children were sent to get ready for bed. When Maya went to kiss her parents goodnight, Dad noticed tears in her eyes. He gently questioned her about it, and Maya began to talk. Oh, Dad, I love Mike, but to me it just doesn't seem fair. What do you mean? Asked Dad. Well, Mike gets his own way just because he's the youngest. And last Christmas, he wouldn't even touch his own gifts, and everyone kept telling me to share my things with him. He played with my stuff more than I did, and it says right on my new science kit that it's for children 8 years and older. But I have to let him do it with me, even though he messes it up, and Maya couldn't go on because she was crying too hard. Dad folded her into his arms and soothed her feelings. You put the golden rule into actions many times, Dad said. I'm proud of you, and I know God has been pleased too. Go to sleep now, and we'll talk about it again tomorrow. How about you? Today's verse is called the golden rule. Do you practice it? Do you treat others the way you would like to be treated? Even if it doesn't seem fair to you? Jesus gave us this rule. Honor him by obeying it. Luke 6:31. Do for others as you would like them to do for you. That was a very good reading today. And that is true. And just like said in the verses, we should love our enemies and love those that hate on us and that wish us well. And I am aware personally that is sometimes really hard to do, to bite our tongue or to continue to show love and treat others how we want to be treated. Because, like I said, I know it's getting really hard because this world is so cold, and hate is like booming as if it were like a new hit song, and it should be completely the other way around. And so I know that is, like I said, really hard because I've dealt with that personally, trying to show love to people that do you wrong or wish you bad or say they dislike you. Because from personally, I know also at times it can eat you away or feel devastated Because I've even had to go to God and be like, okay, God, I'm trying to do the right thing. I'm trying to be nice. Like, I'm really am trying. And He will tell me, just continue to do what you're doing. Like Selena loved to say, kill him with kindness. And I've had to pray for that myself because I know it does get hard, or I feel like sometimes it's not worth the fight, or like it's not worth, okay, why do I even have to be good to this person? Like, they don't even give two craps about me. And it is hard, especially when it's people that are in your life, or old family that you're trying to reconnect with, or if it's old family that has talked bad on you, or if it's even old friends that you want to reconnect with. And it's also even hard too when it's people that are eventually going to be in your life. And I'm so tired, also, so tired of hearing and getting people on my comments when I go, oh, I don't like ugly, like, I wish everybody can just forgive. And I really, really don't give a fuck what if people say, I know who you're talking about, like, I know who you, oh, okay, cool, okay, I'm glad. I mean, I'm not going out there on purpose and trying to talk down to other people. I'm not going out there because, trust me, I could have done a lot worse, and I could use names, or I could say things, but I don't. So when I comment, or when I make posts about how I just don't understand how people can just dismiss compliments or not forgive you, because that does hurt your heart, especially if it's somebody in your life that is going to be in your life. Like, I don't know, maybe for instance, a baby mama that you're dealing with. So that personally hits home because everybody has enemies, people in their life that they're trying to get right with, or that they're trying to show love to. And I know at times it can be hard, 'cause like I said, that personally hits home for me. Love your enemies. Because there are some times I wish I could ask God, like, can I just smack people on the head with the Bible? Like, but we can't. You just have to love them, and continue to love your enemies. And as long as I believe you keep doing the right thing, and you're not ugly yourself, which I am not, and I know I have been called on some previous stuff, but it doesn't matter what people think of me. That has taken a long time, and it's still a process, because, I mean, crap, everybody is gonna have something to say to you, good or bad. They either are gonna agree with your opinion, or they're gonna just dislike you and wanna be angry at somebody. So people are always gonna talk about you either way. But I do know that does get hard, especially with somebody with such a kind heart. You just want everybody to love and do unto others as you want to do to them. And just like that verse, Luke 6:31, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. That's pretty much it. And it says it right here. And it's not anything you can put on a fork and shove down somebody's throat, because I've had my own fair share of running away from the truth and not believing in faith and having religion and having prayer and having shit shoved down my throat, and that makes you run away more. All you have to do, friend, is just continue to live your life and love them and not can pressure. You can't kill yourself trying to be nice. I can't continue to kill myself trying to befriend this woman that I'm going to be sharing love with, a child. No, not everybody views it the same way, but you can't, or in other people's shoes, if you have a family member, it's like I have issues with my father, I can't keep hurting or killing myself to go the extra mile and put out the effort to try and forgive, to try and get forgiveness, to try and be nice, to try and start over, to try and show love. Yes, that is the right thing to do, but at times you can't you can't continue to kill yourself to make others see something that God says it's not their time to see. And that is when those times, like this morning, I was reading this before I went live, so I knew what I was talking about. And just reading those verses, I just had to laugh because it so many times just crossed my mind, and I just so many times just wanted to message this person that I'm dealing with, and I just so wanted to send this verse and just be like, do unto other, and say, and just speak my mind, but I have to catch myself, and I've had to bite my tongue. And even yesterday, too, I had something go on, and I had to ask God for the right words to say and how I should react to something. And so yesterday I was dealing with a situation, and I so bad wanted to leave my smart comment, or I so bad wanted to just make everything right, but you can't make everything right. So after about a good 10, 20 minutes of just holding on to that, I finally just prayed about it, and after reading some verses about do unto others they want to you, and turn the other cheek, and love your enemies, and spread nothing but love, I came to the conclusion, and God helped me with praying, that when there are people in your life, even on social, if you're scrolling through and there's somebody that you see that you haven't talked to in a while, or they dislike you, or they don't like, you never know what somebody's going through in anybody's life. So that's why it's always important to be kind, always important to show love. So you never know what somebody's going through. So I was in that shoes yesterday, like, okay, let me switch this around, Bella. Instead of wanting to be hateful towards this person, instead of wanting to make them wish they would forgive, so I can feel that, okay, they've forgiven me, we can move on, we're going to get along for your kid. No, I had to come to a point to where I'm okay, because I know that I've asked God for my forgiveness, and God knows what I'm doing, or what me and my husband are doing to make our life right. And we can't continue to think that just because somebody doesn't forgive us, that we're still living with it, because we're not. So, anyways, like I said, I wanted to comment something bad, but I didn't, and God told me, like, okay, just turn around, wish them good, because that's something God would do. It's something you should do. Put aside who this person is to you, blah, blah, blah. So, I did that. I decided to go in a leap of faith, like, okay, let's just turn the other cheek. Dismiss that they were hateful toward me, and let's just turn the other cheek and wish them well. Congrats, which I did. I said, you go, girl. You should always be proud of what you have. And then, and I said, it's great to see everybody happy. Everybody deserves happiness. Congrats. And I left my little comment. And it's little things like that. Do unto others as you want them to do to you. I can't continue to sit here and I'm done arguing with anybody. Even little bullshit on Facebook, little comment. I don't argue. I will sit there and read comments. I might get into drama and the little entertainment that it goes on. I'll give my opinions. But I have cut off a lot of negative in my life and said no more arguing with adults, children, people that are immature. Like, I'm just don't have time to argue with you. Like, I can communicate with you, we can have a conversation, because one conversation can fix a whole lot. But some people turn it around as if you want to have a conversation, and then turn it around and start arguing, because they think that everything is about them, I guess. So, they'll try and get defensive. But I can't sit here and keep trying to make everybody forgive, make everybody love. All that we can do is love your enemies and do good to those that hate you. So instead of me continuing to sit here and, let's say for instance, because I have a lot of people, just like all my comments I make, I dislike ugly people. And if anybody wants to say that focus directly towards so-and-so, directly towards a baby mom, directly towards somebody's sister, like, you don't know somebody's life, and you don't know what it's like being in my shoes. So, no, because I am done making certain posts about when I'm done going after people. So, when I were to say anything about just like other people, it goes for a range of things, because I have it anywhere starting from my own father that has grudges, it goes anywhere from my own family to a person that I've never even met before. So, when it comes to all that, I can't keep wasting my breath, or we can't keep wasting our breath to our enemies, and you have to forgive me, you have to forgive me, like, let's talk about it, and then we'll argue, and then we'll get nowhere, and then I'll hate you more, and then you argue, and then you'll threaten to unfriend me, you'll threaten to not have my rights, because I'm just trying to get right, or you'll threaten me to not pay my car debt, or you'll threaten me, or whatever, and it just keeps going, and going, and going, and that's when you have to pray and get to that realization and just ask God and just pause. And remember, okay, just love your enemies. Do unto others as you would want to them. So that's when the game completely changed for me and my mindset as where I want to move forward in life, to all the people that dislike me, anybody that comments bad, family that does not like me, friends I have to deal with, hey mamas I have to deal with in my life, people that I will have to have a life with, and I don't want to wake up and realize it is a really, really hard thing to grasp and understand that, okay, God, I can't control this anymore. I can't. And you have to let it go, and you have to continue to smile, and again, kill them with kindness. You see them do good, just like you would do, just like I would reply to my good friend. And she was watching, Michaela. Just like I would reply to Michaela and comment on her baby and comment on her relationship, or anybody else, an old friend that I had in high school. I'm going to see you doing good. What would I do? Congrats. Wish you well. Same thing with enemies. Can't continue to fight and kill myself and arguing, go in a cycle. Just have to smile and wish them well. And that will hopefully, I believe that's why the verse is, do unto others as they do to you, and love your enemies. Because if you turn the other cheek, and if you show them love instead of hate, and if you love like your heart's never been broken, or if you completely ignore, let's just mind erase anything that happened. So if I were just ignore my relationship with my dad, what happened, let's just ignore the comments that got said about me, if I just ignore the names I got called, if I just ignore people not liking, I just ignore and just love everybody, And people that hated you, if you're not reacting to them, eventually your kindness is going to catch them on. And eventually your kindness, I don't know who you are, but thank you. Eventually your kindness is going to make them go like, what the fuck? Like, I've hated this person for a long time. Like, why are they so kind to me? Like, why are you wishing me good? Like, why? Because that's how I was raised. Because that's what it said. Okay, hi. Because that's why. I'm done fighting with people. I'm done fighting. I'm going to fight for anything. It's going to be love and to get along. So eventually, that's something you have to sit and pray about and bite your tongue, or I have to, when I want to be mean to people or want to react. You just can't. Ask God, please take it away. Pray, give me the kind words to say, and move on. And it can be even harder if you try and compliment or you try and forgive and they just flat ignore you. It'll get a huge pet peeve out of you, but you can't do anything because, again, it will just lead to arguing, and who needs that in their life? Nobody does. I don't need it. They don't need it in their life. So, but one thing everybody does need in their life is love. Funny. Is love. So, another one really way off topic, but the main thing in that verse, all those verses in that story, was love your enemies. And just like how in the story, she didn't want to share with her brother, and she was annoyed. Like, it's not fair. Yeah, life's not fair. It's not. But if everybody were to follow and read God's word and say, oh yeah, I am a Christian. Oh, really? How because have you read? Because it says if you hate your brother, then you don't love God. Have you read? Like, have you tried to put this to your life? Have you tried to do unto others? Have you tried? Because I think, for once, when that starts, then maybe this whole world will be just a little bit different. So that's it. Golden rule. And I remember being taught that as a kid. Always told that. Isabella, do unto others as you want done to you. As a kid, I did not comprehend. I did not understand. I was like, what? I'm just gonna go with my life. And if I got treated bad, I'm gonna do that. Like, how do you want me to turn and love somebody that just called me a name or just using my past to keep them from their kid? Like, how do you want me to do that? How is that possible? But it is. Because you have to do anything, like I said. Hopefully one day, if you continue to love your enemies, one day, God knows what he's doing, and everything will get noticed, and it will be okay. You can't change anybody's heart. You can't do anything. All you can do is continue to love and spread love and live your life and do the best that you can. Okay, that was all I had for today's reading. And I'll come back on tomorrow. Don't know if it's going to be Instagram or Facebook, but I just wanted to try. And I was also on both, mine and Peter's. So, okay, that's it. Just remember, people out there hate you. Just laugh at them. Laugh at them. Say thank you. Thank you for your hate. Have a good day. Love your shoes. Like, just wish them the best. Wish them the best. And yeah, have a great day. And treat others how you want to be treated. It's really not that hard. And some people just don't want to forgive. And some people just think in their mind, oh no, I don't even like this person. I don't even know you. Like, so crazy. But that's it. Have a good Sunday. And yeah, see you tomorrow.